What's up? Welcome back for another episode of the Currency Club. We are back at it again, finally, after taking almost a year of a break. But I'm excited to be here, and I have a special guest as always, and his name is Melvin. What's up, Melvin?
What's going on, world? My name is Melvin McLaughlin, born and raised in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I'm the owner of Infinite Athletes LLC.
All right, tell us about Infinite Athletes.
So I just came up with this concept. Me and my friends, we would go to the gym a lot of times throughout the week, and I was just wondering, like, I don't really see too many black-owned, athletic clothing lines. So I decided to um, step out of my comfort zone and try to put something together for everybody that's either into lifting weights or playing basketball, playing football, any sports in that nature.
So, what type of products do you sell?
So I got tank tops, hoodies, hats. I'm trying to get into like more. I would like this maybe athletic gear as far as like straps, stuff that's simple to like use for working out, but that's like further down the line. But mostly it's more athletic apparel and shirts, t-shirts, hats, things in that nature.
Yes, as a person who also owns a clothing line, those are the easiest things to start with: t-shirts,
Right.
tank tops. Right?
I
I
do want
love.
to branch off into get more women's stuff too. Because there's a lot of variety of stuff that y'all wear. So I definitely want to get into that as well.
Okay. So you have a vision for the future. That is always good. Always thinking about growth and what's
Yeah.
next. Tell us about the name. How did you come up with the name?
So it just came to me when I was just driving. Um it's gonna sound crazy, but I was driving down the street and I seen the Infinity the car lot. I was like, let me just incorporate that into what I want to do and like something that stands for forever. And that's how I came up with the name Infinite Athletes.
All right. I'm excited to have you here because number one, Melvin knows how to put it on, right? In the real world. Love the way you dress. I'm like, oh wow. He came out with a athletic sort of apparel line when he already dresses nice with streetwear and a bunch of other stuff. So I was like, okay, this makes sense for him. Interested in seeing what type of designs he puts out and where the production goes. But then also just fitness, right? Because so many
Hmm.
people are prioritizing fitness in the beginning of the year. They might have this New Year's resolution, right? So then they care about going to the gym for all the 2 weeks, 2 months, if that. But I'm happy to see something positive trending, right? And you're promoting fitness and well being. And I love that as well. I want to talk to you about the logo. How did you come up
Hmm.
with the logo? Did you make it yourself? Did you hire a graphic designer? What does it mean?
One of my friends, he put me on with somebody that makes logos, and I just told him something that stands for infinite or infinity, like the infinity sign, and just incorporate the first two letters of the company. So that's how that came about.
Okay. Everything is straightforward with you. All right. So talk about like the production of your first few pieces. Did you buy a bunch of stuff in bulk? Did you buy a bunch of inventory in bulk, or do you do something that's more of like a print on demand?
Mine's is pretty much print on demand. What I used was like my logo. I got a graphic design that did the man with like the infinity sign and the barbells. So I started off with that. I'm trying to get into screen printing and get more hands on into like what I want to like design on like t-shirts and hoodies and stuff. So I want to get more hands on to that. So I'm trying to branch off into like doing my own thing instead of doing print on demand.
Okay. Talk to me about your website. Did you make your own website, or did you
Ye-
hire someone to do
ye-
that?
Yep, I made my own website. Google and YouTube is your best friends if you're trying to get into it. Like I Googled a lot of stuff and I YouTube a lot of stuff. So and I'm pretty like computer savvy, so it didn't take me that long to like catch on to it. But yeah, Google and YouTube is like your best friend.
Okay. Talk to me about marketing. How do you market your products?
Well, what I do is I used to start off recording like me and my friends working out, and now there's a few apps that you can use to make your reels more not appealing, more like you can edit it without taking like 8 to 10 hours to edit videos. Um, so yeah, I just record myself working out, upload my pictures and videos to edit, and it comes out to what it is on my Instagram account.
So is Instagram the primary social media tool that you use for promotion?
Yep, Instagram.
Okay.
I don't have a Facebook. I don't have a Twitter, but I do have what is it? The threads.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Yep. So threads is something new that I use too.
So you've had your business for less than a year, but you already have more than 3,000 followers on Instagram, which I think is
Mhm.
impressive. I've had Currency Club for over 2 years, and we only got about
Mhm.
250, 253 followers on Instagram. It can be hard
Yeah.
to grow a social media following, an authentic social media following. So, do you
Right.
have any tips for people who are trying to grow their following on social media for a business brand?
Right. If you hit boost on your account, it could branch out into like wherever you want it to go. I think on Instagram it has insights or something like that. So I just really dug into it and like just promoted it to each area that I wanted to go to. Like as far as in the US. So I was just trying to get like different type of avenues on how to like promote my brand through Instagram, boosting my postings and pictures and just trying to reach whoever I could reach.
Mhm. And you got some followers and some engagement from boosting your posts.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations there. All right. What is your number one tip for getting new customers? Selling a clothing brand as a clothing brand owner.
Not being afraid to ask questions, and not being afraid to ask people, how does this look? How does that look? I would typically just go up to people that who I work out with, just ask them like, hey, how does this look? You think this would be cool to be put on the shirt, or you think this design would be nice to put on the hat? Like just going up and asking people, um, their opinion on stuff, and then I take everything to a grain of salt. Like I don't feel like I'm doing something wrong, or I'll take it to heart. Like oh, y'all don't like my stuff, or y'all don't like how the way I made this design, because at the end of the day it's the people that's buying it. So I would definitely get like to get more hands, or not like to get, but try to get more people into getting their opinions on how they feel about my clothing line and brand.
That feedback is so important. Do you ask your friends, the friends that you work out with, do you get their opinion too? Or do you normally just talk to strangers?
Mostly my friends, and every now and then I ask somebody like who I see frequently at the gym, but mostly my friends and family members.
Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about the cost for a person who is
Mhm.
considering starting a clothing brand. What type of cost should they anticipate upfront?
If you do print on demand like I did, it's not that expensive. Typically, if I had to sum up like a dollar amount, how much I've spent so far, I would say close to 1K to 1500. And that's just with like um what I use is I go on Alibaba and look at the quality, get like free samples, do some testing on that, like as far as like the quality of everything. And yeah, you just be paying mostly on like if you are into graphic designing, you can either hire somebody or you can do it yourself. But definitely I want to like do screen printing, like get my own screen printer and start being more hands on with, my pieces and my work.
Hmm. So, y'all know the last guest I interviewed was Jovan Naves, who owns a screen printing studio in Grand Rapids. That could be a good connection for people looking to learn about screen printing.
Oh
Not sure if
yeah.
he does classes or anything, but I just feel like, wow, what a good connection between my last guest and my current guest talking about screen
Yeah.
printing. So I just want to break down some of these costs a bit more because you said that you hired
Hmm.
a graphic designer who made your logo. You have a
Hmm.
website that you manage yourself. And then it sounds like you got some pieces from Alibaba. Any other costs that a person should anticipate that you can think of when starting out this business? Oh, you boosted post. You boosted post on Instagram too, so that can go in like
Yep.
a
So
marketing.
advertisements. Yep.
Mhm,
Yeah, you'll spend a lot of money on advertisements just to get your name out there, just to get people like to get more familiar with your brand. You'll
mhm.
definitely spend a lot of money on advertisements.
Okay. So let's talk about spending money and let's play a quick game.
Hmm.
What is the most like the craziest thing you've ever spent money on? Most expensive thing, most
Oh,
unnecessary thing, just like what's the craziest thing you've ever spent money on?
the most expensive thing I spent my money on was some Cartier Buffalo glasses. fifteen hundred
Okay.
dollars down the drain,
Why was
and
it down
that's
the drain? Did you not wear them?
not many. I wore them, but it's not down the drain. It's more like I don't know, it's like a certain status, that you want to like buy or get, but like being like growing up, where we from. But I
Mhm.
don't think it was down the drain. It was more like just I'd have had to spend that much money on a pair of glasses. I could have put that to something else, but I
Yeah.
definitely still wear them to this day. I mean, I still like them, but it's still something that I could have like saved my money in, put something
Mhm.
else into.
Y'all, we are from Michigan. So when he say where you from, when you from, where we from, we are from Michigan. Y'all know, Cartier is our thing, and all over the world. But they like started in Detroit for real. And like you
Oh yeah,
said,
I'm starting to see like
status
way
symbol.
more people in pop culture wear Cartiers,
Hmm.
not just in Michigan, like all over.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm in Houston now, and we got Cartier stores in Houston too, and people wear them and
Hmm.
buy them here too. So yeah. All right. So next question. I asked that question because I was thinking about the ridiculous stuff I spend money on too. I spend a lot of money on food, number one. But like over the years, I used to always buy weave and hair extensions, right? Sew-ins was a
Hmm.
thing before I started wearing wigs. And there was a time I spent like almost $400 on weave. And I was like, that was such a waste of money because this person promoted it like, oh, you can reuse your bundles. You can keep it for a couple years. Bundles were trash. I used them once and threw them away. And yeah, that just pissed me off thinking about it. So completely random and a whole side note, but okay. Thinking about money in mind still. When I play, when I host these interviews, I always play this game called I'm a Hustler, right?
Hmm.
So what's the craziest thing you've ever done for money?
The
If you consider
craziest
yourself a
thing,
hustler, yes. What's the craziest thing you've ever done for money?
I wouldn't say I did nothing crazy. I definitely like took a chance on like betting on myself and getting to this business brand.
Okay.
Um, yeah, just jumped out there and did it. Like I had no game plan, no blueprint. Just you know, took the leap of faith and just put my dimes into myself and started promoting my brand and come up with different ideas on how to make reels and stuff like that. Just jumped right into it.
Hmm. So tell people where they can find your products. Part of doing this show is to promote your brand. So tell people where they can
So
find you.
yep, so I do got a website. It's Infinite Athletes LLC.com. You can find me on Instagram at Infinite Athletes LLC. So those are the two main sources of where you can find my stuff and my posts and all that. Trying to get more into social media, so I might create a Twitter, might get on Facebook, but I'm still trying to focus more on Instagram because that's more like the source of where you find information at nowadays.
Okay. Talk to me about some of your challenges.
Challenges, oh man, like coming up with different type of ideas to create t-shirts and different type of like designs on what I should put out. Um it's plenty of like I get writer's block a lot. Not writer's block, but like creative blocks a lot on like what to put out. So that's like one of the main big challenges. Finding different like vendors on like getting a good quality of t-shirt and hoodies. That could be challenging. And just dealing with different type of customers like, oh, they wanted to return it for XYZ. And I made sure like on the website all sales is final, so just make sure you pick the right one you want or to pick the type of design you want, because every now and then I do give out refunds if it's like something like that was an accident. But if it's something like, oh, my t-shirt came ripped, I'm like, come on now, it's print on demand, like at least show me a picture or something. Like, but yeah, that's one of the main challenges on starting a clothing brand. A lot of customer retention and
Hmm.
writer's block.
If you could do it all over again, I know you've only been in business for about a year or just under a year, but if you could do it all over again, would you do anything differently?
The only thing I would do differently is having more knowledge on how to run a apparel clothing brand. I feel like if I had more insight on how to like do screen printing more and like get into like different type of graphic designs using either like an iPad or a MacBook, I would definitely like do more get into more doing that type of stuff.
So who is making your designs now? Is it the graphic designer who did your logo or is it somebody else? Who's making your designs now?
Well, I'm trying to get into doing it myself. So I've been using Kittle. Have you heard of that? Kittle.
No.
Yeah,
Spell
it's
it.
a Kittl.
Oh, okay. No.
It's like a free it's not free, but it's a website that you use to like put ideas together on like how to make different designs and graphics. That's a really good source. They have plenty of more too, but I just can't think of none right now. But
Okay.
that's like the main one that I'm using right now.
Okay. So some people who need graphic design work, they also use Fiverr. And it's not
Mhm.
free, but it's basically like a bunch of people who provide services and very fair
Right.
prices. Like the work is happening overseas. So some people get like different graphics made, logos made, stuff like that for like as low as $25. It can go up in price, but I just know that that's
Hmm.
another option that some people use who have a clothing line or a graphic design business, or not a graphic
Yeah, you
design
gonna have
business,
to
who
send me
need
that. I gotta check it
it.
out.
Fiverr. Yep. I
Yeah.
use them in the past too. All right. So, what advice would you give to someone else who's looking to get in the apparel industry?
Definitely do your research. Definitely like try to get a LLC to make a stamp on your brand, get a trademark so nobody can take, your logo and use it for their own personal gain. Um, and definitely try to like create I wouldn't say like a fan base, but more like a niche on what you want to promote your brand to. If you want to get into like weightlifting apparel or basketball apparel, soccer apparel, just have a niche of who you want to um, make your apparel line out to be.
So he basically said, have a target customer, have a target audience. I
Mhm.
talked to a lot of my guests about this, and I'm like, who's your target audience? And some people say, everybody, anybody. I'm like, no, no
No,
successful business
no,
has a target audience of everybody.
you
So,
gotta have a niche,
yes.
definitely a niche.
Okay. So, I want to talk about money again. And I got this game. I'm a hustler, right? So, if you had $0 in your bank account, but you
Hmm.
needed to come up with $10,000 in the next 48 hours, what would you do to make that money?
Ooh, $0.
You had $0 in your bank account. You need to come up with $10,000 in the next 48 hours. What would you do to get that money?
Dang, I don't know. I'll probably rob a bank. I ain't gonna cap if I'm down bad like that, and I have that much time. Yeah, we definitely gonna like recreate, set it off.
I was not expecting that from you. So Melvin has all these cool clothes and shoes, and I noticed from following his personal page. I'm over here thinking Melvin dad sell some jerseys. This man goes straight to robbing a bank. Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant if I had like nothing, like if I had zero, like everything, like if I was like down bad, bad.
Yeah, you
I didn't know
still
you were
have your
talking about if I
clothes,
already
your
had my stuff.
shoes, your house, your
Oh,
cars. You
okay.
still got all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I thought you meant if I was like down all the way bad, like I had nothing.
No, I just no money in the
But
bank.
okay, that makes sense
Just
now.
no money in the
But
bank.
yeah, I definitely sell some stuff,
Okay.
shoes, maybe a few outfits, things of that nature. My Cartiers, definitely sell
That
that, get
part.
those off. You know.
So what made me think of that is that Power is one of my favorite shows. So I've been a Power fan for a very long time.
Mhm.
Power, the final episodes of Ghost just came back. And Tariq is just always put in these hard situations. Do you watch Power?
Yeah, I watch Power. Yep.
Okay. So Tariq, they arrived that man blind. It's just all
My
kind of
thing
stuff
is,
that happens to
does
him.
Tariq have a car? Because he walked everywhere.
I think he got the Porsche back. Remember
He finally
last
got it
season he
back.
got the Porsche? And
Okay,
then
because I
Two
didn't keep
Bit
up with
robbed
last
him
season.
for it. And then he went back and used his spare key and got his Porsche back. I think he got the Porsche back. But that's what
Okay.
made me think about that question. Like if you was ever in a higher situation, how would you come up with some money quickly? So with
Hmm.
TV in mind, what is your favorite predominantly black TV show or movie?
Have you seen Your Honor?
Yes, loved it.
That's pretty dope.
Hmm.
American, what is it called? American All American is American
All
Mirror.
American, the
All
football
American,
one,
yeah,
take
the
place in
football
Beverly
one.
Hills, and yeah,
Yep,
with Tay
that's pretty
Diggs.
good.
Hmm.
There's another one, Vince Staples show. You ever watch that on Netflix?
Yes, on Netflix.
That's
It was
pretty dope.
hilarious.
Yeah, that was real funny. He coming out with a second season too. I can't wait till that drop.
Oh, good. So I discovered
Yeah.
him from watching Abbott Elementary when he was
Mhm.
Janine's boyfriend on Abbott Elementary, and I was like, "This dude
Mhm.
is funny." And then that's how I realized, like, "Oh, he's really a comedian. He really does this."
Yeah, I didn't know he was into like acting like that. Like I
Me
I,
either.
I got put onto him into when he was rapping.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, he was a rapper on Abbott Elementary too.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, all right. So cool. I want to talk about music a little bit now.
Mhm.
Part of the show is for the culture. So, what like when you are in a bad mood, feeling down, feeling a little depressed,
Mhm.
what song or album instantly puts you in a good mood?
Um, if I'm down and depressed, I would
Mhm.
say I listen to some R&B, old school
What?
R&B.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I really got I got a wide range, so I can't really like narrow down to who I specifically listen to, but that would definitely be that genre.
Okay.
But I mostly listen to a lot of hip hop, rap. I'm constantly at the gym, so I'm constantly listening to like um, Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, um, a lot of Chicago drill, like stuff that's gonna
Okay.
get me hyped to lift weights. So I
Yeah.
definitely listen to a lot of rap.
All right. So when we think about your business, what is your greatest accomplishment
My
so
greatest
far?
accomplishment
Mm-hmm.
so far is I like the hats a lot. I feel like I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing real good in hats. And it's like easy to make. I got hip to this stitching company that actually made the hats for me. They located out in LA. Um, Let me pull up their name real quick because they just starting out too. And we told them, if I ever come across a certain type of platform, that I promote them.
Yes,
Um,
I love that.
but I'll get to that in a minute. I'm digging through a whole bunch of.
So is your hat your bestseller? When you think about your website, is the hat the bestseller?
Yeah, the hat's the best one. The tank tops, because it was this past summer season, and now I feel like the hoodies is gonna be selling a lot way more
Mhm.
because it's starting to get chilly outside.
How much do your hat sell for?
Um, $40 for these ones. I recently went to other body shop, which is located here in Grand Rapids, and City Gym, and gave away all my older hats that I started out with, but mostly 30 to $40 a hat.
That's competitive pricing.
You know.
That makes sense.
hmm
All right, so you found a hat manufacturer that you like that's based out of
hmm
LA and you're gonna share that info with us. Cool, cool, cool. Talk to me a little bit about what's next for your business. And I know you said that you are looking to get some more designs, keep, the designs fresh. You're looking at doing some screen printing on your own so that you don't have to do the print on demand anymore. Is there anything
Right.
else that you look forward to or that the audience can look forward to with your brand?
Just trying to get more female apparel in. A lot of good quality in their stuff, because what y'all wear is definitely quality that's based that y'all will like. So I definitely want to get into that more.
Hmm.
Just finding vendors for that, and definitely putting myself out there to see, if I could come up with some good quality products for females,
Hmm.
because I feel like y'all buy way more gem apparel than, us men, because we'll
Hmm.
just wear like a hoodie, a t-shirt, maybe a tank top and some shorts, but y'all got a whole bunch of variety of stuff that y'all could put on. So definitely want to get more
Hmm.
into that. And that's definitely on the way.
Cool. Get the sports bras too. The sports
Right.
bras, the leggings,
Yep,
all
all
that
that.
stuff. So, do you plan to do any pop-up shops soon? Any pop-up events? And I'm thinking like the holidays are coming up. And
hmm
sometimes the malls and other vendors will have these pop-up shops where a bunch of entrepreneurs can get together, pay a registration fee and sell their
Yeah.
products. Is that on your radar?
That's definitely on my radar. If anything that I see that that'll fit what I'm trying to do, I definitely get into it. I'm just trying to focus more, getting more, you know, in hand product, so I could do that type of thing, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely open minded to it.
Okay. So, I want to continue to promote some black-owned businesses here. What is your
hmm
favorite black-owned business?
Here, in Grand Rapids,
It
or
can be in the
just
world. You don't
in the
have to limit it
world.
to Grand Rapids.
I really like Mitten Ties, or what they doing here in the city. That's pretty dope.
Mhm.
Um, this is other place called Worldwide. They just started maybe about 2 to 3 years ago. It's a black
Mhm.
owned business. If you check them out, um, I'm not sure if Dark Sports is black owned, but they're pretty dope too.
Okay.
And there's another one too, Kill Crew. They pretty
Oh.
dope.
What does Kill
Yeah,
Crew do? I never heard of them.
yep.
Apparel
So
or
they
something else?
yeah they do sport apparel too. They got t-shirts, hats. It's mostly geared towards people that's like working out, but their brand is more based on like they call themselves Kill Crew only because they're fighting against like negativity, depression, anxiety. So they're more like geared to like mental health. But
Okay.
they got some pretty dope designs too if you want to tap in and check them out.
Thank you.
You know?
All right. So our interview is coming to an end. I definitely want to thank you for your time and your energy and sharing different resources and where you are on
Yeah.
your journey.
Thanks for
Uh,
having me.
my pleasure. Before we go, though, I need you to leave the viewers with an inspirational message.
So let me pull it up real quick. Um, so my inspirational quote is you'll never be at this age again. Do what makes you happy.
All right. Oh, I got one other thing for you. I'm over here thinking the interview is at the end. It's not. Tell the viewers why they should subscribe to the Currency Club and watch your episode.
Oh, because man, Currency Club is dope. Check it out. We got a lot of people from the city on here. A lot of black owned businesses trying to promote their brand and what they're doing. And it's just a dope, site and a dope, link to tap into.
Thank you. All right, Melvin. So thank you. I want to encourage all of the viewers to check him out on Instagram and check out his website, Cop Some Apparel. And for everybody watching or listening, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the club. And we will see y'all next time.